Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hello students, I'm your teacher Sandhya here. Hope that you people are going well at home. Especially I'm focusing on your home skills nowadays, and I'm really hoping high that you people are working to enhance your home skills like your cleanliness, organization of your books, organization of your room, uh, getting good skills in cooking, managing the you can say kitchen tasks with your mother. I guess it's the best time. You people are the lucky one to who are having such time to enhance your home skills other than wasting on sitting long hours on the internet. Okay, back to your topic. We have started a new topic, that is the homeostasis. Once again, we can just have a quick review. What is the homeostasis? Homeostasis means maintenance of the internal body environment. Maintenance of the internal body environment for plants, for other animals, and for humans. That called homeostasis. And in the homeostasis, in the you can say early discussion, we go through that which major things we are supposed to maintain. This is the maintenance of the water, the maintenance of the body temperature, and the process of the excretion. In my today's topic, we will talk about the homeostasis in plants. Yes, we can just talk formally homeostasis in plants. The first important thing which should be removed from the plant body is the carbon dioxide and oxygen. Yes, you know that these are the two major gases which go inside the plant body and remove outside of the plant body by the help of the special pores either present at the back side of these leaves in the form of stomata, either present in the form of the small pores in the stem area, and if you talk about the woody plants, present in the form of the lenticels, and even having the small pores inside the roots through which the roots are maintaining the excesses of carbon dioxide and oxygen. Now basically what is happening, we can have two conditions in this thing. One is a daytime, other is the night time. In the daytime, if you people remember what the plant is doing for the excessive carbon dioxide, in the daytime when the sunshine is very high, because sun is the basic source of all energy, in the daytime the plants capture the sunlight. Here the plants capture the sunlight, absorb all the excessive carbon dioxide from the environment through the small pores at the backside of the leaves called stomata, and use them in manufacturing of the food by a process called photosynthesis. So in the daytime, excessive carbon dioxide is utilized into a very useful product such as glucose by the process of photosynthesis. Now in the daytime, excessive oxygen is also, the plant is giving out excessive oxygen. Oxygen is being prepared, you can say released from the mesophyll cell. These are the cells which are where the photosynthesis is taking place. These are the mesophyll cells having the air sacs. Above one is making the photosynthesis, doing the photosynthesis more. Down it's a air spaces, having the cells with the air spaces, and they have the oxygen content there. So in the daytime, half of the oxygen is given out to the surrounding so that the other organisms can take it for their vital life activities, and other remaining oxygen which is present inside the plant body, it is being utilized by each and every cell of the plant body for the cellular activities. Yes, plant is also a living organism having the living cells, and plant also need to release energy to be alive. So this is happening in the daytime. Now what is happening in the night time? In the night time now, photosynthesis is less now, so more and more carbon dioxide is just being utilized. No more is just being absorbed by the plant, is just stored there, and then when it will be the daytime, then this carbon dioxide is being utilized by the plant to just do the photosynthesis. Okay, and all other excessive gases are released through the pores at the backside of the leaf that we call stomata. Now, other important thing, the second important thing which the plant should maintain inside its body is the amount of the water. Water is an important ingredient for the proper growth of the plant. You can have a look of this potted plant. You can just, when you will feel this potted plant, you will hold that this plant is erect because this plant is having the enough amount of the water inside it, and then water is being stored here, and this water is even giving the strength to the plant body. And now what is happening to the excessive amount of the water? I have just taken this pot from the outward surrounding. You know that it's a June. The month of the June is going on, which is the hottest month of the whole year. When this plant was outside, what is happening? In the direct sunshine, excessive amount of the water is just being lost from these pores into the surrounding in the form of transpiration. What is transpiration? Transpiration is a loss of water from the pores at the backside of the leaves, present at the backside of the leaves as a stomata, and this process is called transpiration. In this way, by the process of the transpiration, the plants are supposed to create a balance of the excessive water inside their bodies. Half of the water they utilize to make themselves, their every cell strong. Half of the water is stored inside the soil where they are growing for the roots even, and even it's stored inside the soil, and excessive of the water is just being lost in the form of the transpiration. Now what is happening? I told you people, sometimes the temperature outside is very hot. Whenever the temperature outside is very hot, the plant body, this is a plant, this is another plant here, you can have a look of this plant. This is a cactus plant. Cactuses are adapted to grow in a desert environment where the temperature is very high, and how they are supposed to maintain their internal body conditions. Have a look here. Cactus is the body design of the cactus is in such a way that they are having the spines. They can store the water for the enough amount. They can store enough amount of the water inside their body, and they can utilize this water afterward whenever they are needing it for their main body activities. What is happening now? When I just took this plant inside from the hot environment outside, I have seen the tiny droplets here on the whole cactus body. And what are the purpose of these tiny you can say droplets here? Basically, the cactus is trying to maintain its internal body environment by giving out the excessive water to have a cooler effect on the outward surrounding. So sometimes the plants can give out their excessive water in the form of the small tiny droplets, which even observe, if you just in the morning time, if you observe them, they can look in the form of the small crystals. And mostly the grasses, if we just walk barefoot on the grass early in the morning, we will feel the water droplets on the whole grass area. And this is basically that thing is called guttation. That process is called guttation. So by the transpiration and by the guttation, the plants are supposed to manage or able to manage their excessive water from their body, and they can just maintain their internal body environment. Then the removal of the other metabolic waste. Yes, plant body, this is a plant body. Many kind of the chemical reactions are taking place here, and you people know that plant, many enzymes are even working inside this plant body. So enzymes work best at 28 to 30 degrees Celsius. So after that, the enzymes become denatured, and the plant's internal body growth become affected due to this thing. Due to the high temperature, the enzyme activity also become affected, and also produce many toxic chemicals inside the plant body. Yes, plant is having many toxic chemicals in the form of, you can say, calcium oxalate. They can gather sometime in the form of the crystals there, and it should be removed from the plant body for its proper functioning. So in this way, the plants are supposed to maintain their body conditions and to have their healthy life. So we can say that yes, the plants are also getting rid of the excessive amount of the carbon dioxide, even oxygen, even water, and the other metabolic waste. I guess the idea become very clear to you people. Now we can switch to the reading and reading of the book, and if something left we can just cover it there. And stay happy and safe at home, and please be a cooperative member of your home. Allah Hafiz students, open your books and we can have a reading of your book.